I use profanity right now. If only I would go ahead and use profanity, but I'm not. Ryan Howard. I mean, not Ryan Howard. Natasha Howard. Who who died and decided to make you the hero? Like, okay, I get it. You're an established player. You're a champion. You put the time in this league. Maybe I'm saying it and going about it wrong, but you ain't have it going this game. There was better options. So the best way to say it is who decided to make you the hero. And I ain't mad because you took a shot, and I'm not mad at that. But you had ample opportunity to pass that ball out. See, y'all refuse to unlock what you already have. You got a clutch player on your team in Caitlin, and she had it going, and Aaliyah Boston had it going. It's simply inexcusable for the Indiana Fever to somehow let this final play end up in Natasha Howard's hand. You got Kelsey Mitchell, who I trust, Caitlin Clark, who I absolutely trust, and Aaliyah Boston, who is very trustworthy, even though she just missed a free throw. Again, I'm not saying that Bonner, Howard, they can't play. I'm not even saying they won't be coming up huge. I'm just saying, as I keep my eye on the Wolves and Thunder, I don't know what Natasha Howard was thinking. 9.5 seconds. And I guess that's the best that we can get? Are you serious? That's the best that we could do. That's the best we could come up with, huh? We couldn't have came up with nothing else. We just wasted an epic performance by Caitlin Clark. We just wasted an epic performance by Leah Boston. Elite level. I ain't saying I'm not taking nothing away from the dream. They earned it. But I just feel like we let them off the hook, y'all. I feel like we let them up off of the hook. Like Natasha Howard, she should have been the last option, man. Like Caitlin Clark, come on. She clutch gene. She got a clutch gene. Aaliyah Boston, trustworthy in the clutch. Kelsey Mitchell, she's clutch. And I'm not saying Natasha Howard couldn't have scored. She had two opportunities. Natasha Howard had two opportunities. So one of those I would have liked to seen her pass the ball. So I guess, and let's talk about her free throws. Let's talk about Natasha Howard's free throws. What, 0 for 5? 0 for 5 at the strike. It's one game. But if you want reasons why we lost, come on. I'm not going to pin this on Aaliyah Boston for missing that free throw. Natasha Howard, you missed 5 free throws. We just wasted what was it? I don't know everybody's stat line, but I know Caitlin we wasted like a 30 point, 11 rebound. No, 30 point, 11 assists, like 6 rebound game from Caitlin. Man, how could you waste that? We had a chance to win this one, man. So yeah, this one sucks. This one hurts like hell because, we was right there. Tight game between Minnesota and OKC. Man, I don't know what to think of this one. I really just we kept getting down. First we came out lazy, then we kind of picked it up. Then we kind of fell back. Then Atlanta kept going on runs, man. Hats off. Hats off to Atlanta. But Natasha Howard kind of cost us this game tonight, whether she knows it or not, whether she's going to admit it or not. That's something else. I'd like to see what she says if she's in the presser. And no, we weren't going to win every game. That wasn't going to happen. But I tell you what, this was a winnable game. You know, I just, for the life of me, I can't understand why, when you have a Caitlin Clark who has proven to be clutch her whole career at Iowa, like if you need a basket, give her the ball. What the hell were they thinking? And if you don't want to give it to, okay, so if you don't want to find Caitlin, Aaliyah Boston can make threes. She can make twos. She can make jump shots. I guess Tasha Howard said, "I'm finna get off the snide at at the risk of coming up short. We only needed 1 point." And the prior play, unfortunately, that was a foul on Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell with the wraparound with the left hand. So I don't see a problem with that. You know, you play. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Uh, but if you play aggressive, they can call a foul. They called one. Ryan Howard. I hope that she would have missed one of those free throws, but she made both. She made both of them. So what could you do? What can you do in that situation, right? So as I look at this, um, big time learning lesson, folks. Big time learning lesson because you had a great opportunity to win this game. Tremendous opportunity to win this game, but you lost it though. Sipping on some ginger ale, but you lost it. You just gotta get back up and gotta hit the ground running again. Take a little bit of time, let this one sink in. Look at some footage, look at some tape, see what you did wrong. I thought Caitlin played brilliant. I take nothing away from her. She left it all out there on the court. AB left it all out on the court. ABZ played her heart out, um, disregarding her missed free throw. And so when you just look at this game, if you break it down, it's about just playing consistent basketball all the way throughout. And that's something tough for a lot of teams to do. As we speak, Minnesota and Oklahoma City going back and forth. It's a close game. But I salute the whole FIBA team for just not giving up. 'Cause it could have been like, you know what, we fell behind by as much as like 17. I temporarily switched over to watch this Minnesota and Oklahoma City game, but I was watching the Indiana Fever and Dream game on my phone. And, I salute us for coming back down 16, 18, whatever we was down, um, making countless runs in the game that we could have mailed in. And we just didn't have enough, guys. What's going on, Daniel Berry? We just didn't have enough, but man, salute. And Caitlin Clark played her heart out tonight. And if we can win, like maybe 29, 30 games, Caitlin gonna probably walk away with the MVP. I think it's all predicated upon wins. You know, I think my Aces was blowing out the Sun, and I didn't really watch that game. Right now just checking out these Wolves and these Thunder, but just wanted to jump on because that was crazy. That was a crazy finish, and the Dream going, and it was right there for the taking. Like I don't know, how they say like hero ball. It could be somewhat of a no-no. Like you don't have to play hero ball. Natasha Howard was playing hero ball. Like if I couldn't make my free throws, I wouldn't have been thinking I could make a jump shot. I wouldn't have been thinking, okay, I can just score. Like she was airballing. Her shots at the free throw line was real short. She was just having a bad game. So you're the last person that should be shooting the ball. Wouldn't y'all agree? Like if you're having a bad game, you hooping, you're having a horrible night, and it's a clutch basket that's needed. Should you be shooting? I stay under the circumstances that if you were like a Robert Horry, or if you was Michael Jordan, or if you was Kobe Bryant, or if you was, Cheryl Cooper, or if you was Candace Parker, if you was Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, yeah, Ray Allen, then yeah, keep shooting. But I don't. It's no slight to Natasha Howard. I don't consider her to be um, a superstar player. I mean, right there on the Colts. I know she got a championship. I said that, but is she really a championship? I mean, is she really a superstar? I wouldn't say so. Um, she was a much needed signing. She's an upgrade over Alyssa Smith. She can stretch the floor, but she hasn't done so yet. She's been out of control, especially in today's game. So, I mean, I hope she plays better because I mean, if this is all we're gonna get from her, I ain't bringing her back. Next season. Why would I? And what is it? The contracts and everything is expected to span. The new what is it? The new bargaining agreement gonna go into place and all of that. I wouldn't be bringing her back. So she's gonna have to show me more, and I hate to put this loss on her, but what else could we I mean, outside of the fact that we were inconsistent at times, at quarters, at moments, um, what else could we put this loss on, if it wasn't through to her lack of coming through in the stretch. DeWanna Bonner, I love the signing. She is advanced in age. I don't know exactly what she's going to provide for us long term. And this is why, if it don't work, if this doesn't work, it's not a good look because you sacrificed a lot. You sacrificed a lot. Um, Julius Randle has been balling for the Timberwolves, but yeah, if this don't work, you sacrificed a lot. You sacrificed, you know, her top pick for Sophie Cunningham. You let go of Bree Hall, because you probably thought, okay, I got a championship team. You brought in championship players, and so with doing, and I can't even talk. and, and in doing so, and bringing in championship players, you find yourself in a situation where, hey, it's a must win. I don't want nobody to tell me that this is not a must win, because it is. Because tired, y'all. Can y'all tell? But this is most definitely a must win, folks. You not saying this game, but this year, for all of the pieces you brought in. Because you could have kept the same. You couldn't keep the same team as you kept last year. You couldn't do that, but you you could have made small upgrades here and there. Man, this a defensive battle. And then you could have made small upgrades. You could have got a Sanaya Rivers or a Nisa Mora. You could have did something like that. You could have got players on the Leah Dawson and Caitlin Clark timeline. You definitely could have did something like that. And you would have been good, for the future. And you still good for the future. But you could have had, a real team out there though. Okay. You definitely could have had a real team going, y'all. So, I just thought I would, jump in here real quick and pop in and talk about it. And I want to get back to my game here. Minnesota up 7. But yeah, Julius Randle, hot as a candle. Julius Randle on a heater. Julius Randle is on a heater real quick. Up 7. Up 7. Up 7. Let's go T-Wolves. But yeah, this video purposes is for the Indiana Fever. 1-1 on the season. Tough loss. Excruciating loss. One you could have won. I don't know why we won't. I gotta make a video about it. Well, I want this team unlock Caitlin Clark and her clutch gene. I seen I seen I seen us win when she was at Iowa. When she was at Iowa, I seen Caitlin Clark win so many games at the buzzer, right? I be having to pace myself because I be talking too fast on live stream and making me run out of, making me, not be as amplified as when I first started. But yeah, I don't know why the people don't want to unlock Caitlin's clutch gen, y'all. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Not for the life of me. But yeah, let me go. Let me go. Just wanted to jump in here real quick. 17 minutes of runtime is about what it's gonna be. You know. Um, yeah. Tough L. Tough L tonight. Tough loss by the Indiana Fever. Wasted a gem of a performance from Mrs. Caitlin Clarkey. Well, guys, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Get up out of here. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to also Just. Shout out to uh shout out to Julio, Tavani, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. I appreciate y'all. Salute to all of y'all. Um, thank y'all for coming through. Again, just a short live, just a quick recap. Definitely, I need to watch this game again, see what it all went wrong. Early in the second half, I was watching the Timberwolves. I didn't pick this game back up until like the fourth quarter. So it's certain parts of the game I need to watch, but I saw the ending, the beginning, some of the middle, and yeah, Fever down. Maybe next game will be better for us. So the Fever lose tonight. Caitlin Clark had a wonderful game, and that's all I got to say. I'm out.